Hey everyone, welcome to episode 164 of the Geek Out Show. I am your host, Major Reaction, and my co-host here, Jade, J-Roo Toys.
Live and in the flesh, baby. What's going on, everybody?
I killed it on in that intro this time, all right? We're getting better at this.
You nailed it.
What you sipping on tonight?
Just a topo, just a little topo hard seltzer.
Little topo, okay. A little top off of the old, yeah. I'm drinking a little something.
There you go.
Yeah, this one's really good actually. This one has a higher percentage than the normal IPA and has like a little bit more of a kick to it. So
you're a Lagunitas guy, aren't you?
I am a Lagunitas guy. They make a really well balanced beer. I gotta tell you that. So if you ever get a chance to try it out, you should definitely try it out.
Yeah, I've had some here and there. You know, they're kind of like just like everywhere kind of beer.
Oh yeah, so it's like it's a nice beer that you only have to drink a couple of, as opposed to Coors Light where you could drink like a 30-pack and still drive.
So we'll just get into our weeks. I've been camping. We glamping. Go back and listen to Cannon Cantina. You'll hear me and Heath talking about the difference between camping and glamping.
Yeah, I bet you were glamping, Mr. Oil.
Pretty much. We don't have out in the trailer, but it was hot and there was a water park and we just drank cold light beers and seltzers all weekend long. So just got back into town from doing that, man.
So how far did you go out to go camping?
About 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay. Wow, that's did you go to a lake or something or?
No, it's just this. It was just like a little wooded area. Like they had like a water park there and stuff.
A water park, huh?
Yeah.
Like water slides and everything?
Yeah, not like. So, are you familiar with what Schlitterbahn is?
The one that's like built right into the side of a hill or a mountain?
No, so Schlitterbahn is here in Texas. At one point was the world's biggest water park. It's actually like 4 big water parks. After the show, it's not a free ad for Schlitterbahn by any means, but it's badass, dude. It's really badass.
Hey, we'll promote any water park that's badass because I love water parks.
It was nothing like that. It was just like this tiny little water park with a couple slides and a lazy river and like that kind of stuff.
No, I feel it. That's like most of the water parks we have around us only has like maybe less than a dozen slides altogether with the lazy river, So
yeah,
we don't have anything. Like I know Sandusky, Ohio has like some of the biggest water parks and theme like roller coaster thrill amusement parks, whatever you want to call them. So I'm looking to make a trip out to Sandusky.
Anybody in Texas can sing the Schlitterbahn jingle.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
No, I'm going to leave that to our listeners, but everyone knows.
All our Texas listeners, you better come through with that. What I'm talking about. I want to hear some voicemails. I've just been, working, getting ready for, the season when people start to leave the job. So that happens, twice a year usually.
The great peel off of employees.
Yeah, we call it the Great Depression. But basically, just trying to like step up my training techniques and stuff so I can, get my people under me a little better, That way I don't have to carry the workload all the time. So just been working at that. Well, I like to be on top. What can I say? But yeah, let's not take that out of context.
Not at all.
Other than that, we're planning sending my kid across state this week. So she's going to go halfway across the U.S. And I'm going to be stuck here at home working. So she's going to go have a fun time with her, some of our relatives. So
halfway across the U.S., you said, or across the state?
Yeah, the U.S. No, the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, she's going to Nebraska. Yeah, I don't know why she'd want to go there, but she wants to go hang out with family over there.
Yeah, just to get out and hang out with family. That'll be a good time, man. Yeah, so shout out to our Nebraska listeners.
Yeah, Nebraska. And we're actually planning going to our little birthday party tomorrow for our little buddy, Hayden. He's turning the big 7 tomorrow, right, Hayden? 7? So he's turning 7 tomorrow. So we're going to be spending the whole day at his birthday. So that's why I kind of wanted to squeeze this episode in real quick here. And
cool, man. Yeah, so we're going to do a quick episode. Guys, as you can tell, Gil's still not around. He's on vacation. It's paid vacation. So
we ain't paying him.
Yeah, exactly. Don't act like he's down and out. He's doing good. So he'll be back here pretty soon.
He's still running plenty of other shows. In fact,
in the meantime, he's letting us two bozos take over the Geek Out Show for a little bit.
They just did the peanut gallery today without me. I'm a little mad about that, but I'll get over it.
Big salty Matt. Here we go.
I need to give my beautiful voice a little rest, anyways. So.
You're the host of the Geek Out Show now. You got.
I know. I'm moving on up.
$1 million voice. Man.
Got a raise. All right. So let's talk about what we've been reading. Jade, have you read anything at all?
Man, no. Straight up, I just haven't. I read actually. You know what? I read the.
Did you finish Skybound?
I'm sorry?
Did you finish Skybound X?
Yeah, but I didn't pick up the second episode. Okay. So issue rather. I was camping, so I wasn't able to go to the Hive. But I was able to read a few things digitally for Cantina. Heath and I put out an episode of Cantina. So War of the Bounty Hunters 2 and Dr. Aphra, I think it's 12 and Bounty Hunters 14. So just kind of that whole War of the Bounty Hunters things going on. You do get to see a little bit of Boba Fett in disguise, and some cloak. So that's pretty cool there. Vader joins the fray, so really cool.
Is he actually in disguise, or can you kind of tell it's him from a mile away?
No, they actually crack the line again, like, oh, that's a familiar voice, but you're not like other clones kind of thing.
All right.
So they go with that again. You don't actually ever get to see his face. You kind of see end of season 1 Mando cliffhanger style, right? Like it's like half his face is cut off.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool, man. It's a cool read. Head over to Cantina, listen to that. Heath Exotic, and find out.
Heath Exotic. That name capture. I was about to listen to that one. Just
it was a ride, man.
Just this morning, I was about to listen to that one. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I wonder what.
Yeah, quite a ride.
As for me, I have still been avoiding the comic shop. I was thinking about going the other day.
The longer you avoid it, the bigger the bill is going to be, right?
Maybe. We'll see. I might stash some books somewhere else into somebody else's.
Are you just never going to go back? Just Matt?
No, I'm going to happen.
Matt just never came back.
No, I'm going back. But I'm just afraid. I'm afraid because I know there's been some newer toy releases, and every time I go there lately, they've been having like the new Marvel Legends. So I'm trying to stick to a budget. Because SDCC stuff's dropping right now, and you got to have some cash for that time.
So this week will be pretty heavy in the collectibles, but as far as like SDCC exclusives, I might as well be a drinking game every time we say exclusive or SDCC during this episode.
So if you want to play along,
get
a cold one.
It'll happen next week. I think we'll do our SDCC. Episode,
the full episode. Yeah, we'll go over everything in detail. Today we're just going to kind of bring up what's been previewed and what's been revealed so far, and then next week on the next show we'll go in super depth with everything.
Totally. And speaking of which, I actually got invited over to the Toy Aisle podcast to do a live show with them on Tuesday. So this episode won't be out by then, but if you didn't catch that, go over to their YouTube page and check that out. Should be a good time.
Totally. I can't wait to see listen to that episode. It's been kind of a while since I listened to the 12 podcast, but definitely need to re-add it to my Spotify because ever since I switched from my iPhone, I was listening to all my podcasts on Apple Podcasts. So now I got to re-find them on Spotify. So
yeah, Kevin and Dave are cool dudes. So I'm excited to do that, man. But should we get in the comic news since you and I have just been collecting or not going to the comic store, not reading or anything like that?
Yep, let's go ahead and talk about the very few things we have to talk about here. So the one thing that we have to talk about today is the last member of the Captain's Network, as they're calling it. This is the 5th member, and his name is Jeremy Merrick.
Can you click on that?
Oh yeah, my bad. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want to read all of your spam email.
Yeah, true that. So we got Jeremy Merrick here, and he is a Air Force captain. So he's an actual captain in the Air Force.
So I was gonna ask, is this based on a real person in real life, or is this just a character?
I think it's going to be just a character because the last thing you want to do is try to base it on somebody in real life and then have to deal with some sort of portraying them badly or something like that, and then have to it's not a good idea in my
6 years ago show up.
Or he ends up doing something dumb later on, which compromises the whole thing. Like I was
just curious.
Some actresses who like to tweet things.
Yeah, they say he's an active military member. That's why I asked.
Here he's an active Air Force captain, and he devotes most of his time to helping veterans and people who are deactivated military personnel and stuff, like people who've been injured and things like that. So he's like trying to help out his fellow military personnel. So he's the 5th member of the Captain's Network. So these are all new characters designed by writer Christopher Cantwell and the artist Dale Eaglesham.
Hell yeah. That's cool. Yeah. They're definitely making it to where there's going to be a lot of Captain Americas that were essentially like anybody could be Captain America, right? That's kind of like where I think they're heading with it.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for, kind of like a every man's Captain America. You don't need a super serum to be, Captain America type of deal. Kind of where we went with Sam Wilson too, like he wasn't a super soldier. He was just, an everyman.
Yeah,
exactly.
Totally. Cool. That's it for comic news, huh?
Yeah, that's it. It's a light week for comic news.
I'm sure with like Comic-Con coming out, like we're gonna get all that stuff. And remember, DC's doing Fandom this year too, again. So we're gonna get a lot of that stuff down the pipeline.
I always find it funny how Comic-Con is more like Toy-Con, really, because I feel like we get way more toy releases. More like
Movie-Con than anything.
Pop culture con, I guess, really. But yeah, it's definitely comics are like the thing everybody cares least about when SEC reveals come up. I feel like
I'm trying to get used to being in front of the camera. That's why if you see like my eyes darting around, I'm not being held hostage or anything. I'm
holding him hostage with the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
I made him go buy a new camera and set it all up and everything. So he's doing good though. First time on camera, doing good. This helps a lot though, huh?
A little liquid courage never hurt.
Nope. So you pick up anything this week?
As far as collectibles.
Yep.
I picked up pickups. Dude. So last episode, I was telling you about how my Excess Ray Gladiators didn't show up. They were kind of missing in transit for a week. So those bad boys did show up. I want to show a couple of them off. I haven't really read what their names are or anything yet, like that first set. But there's 5 figures in this wave. So the first one is this bad boy.
They were missing for a reason. Here, let me see if I can zoom in on it. There you go. Nice.
So I kind of got him like, he came with swappable hands. I've got him kind of just going like, what's up, bring it on kind of thing right now. But this is.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, exactly. He did come with an extra arm as well. That's the unmasked. They all kind of look the same.
I was gonna say that head looks like a lot like the one from the first guy that we got.
But it's pretty great, man. I love him. He's kind of been my favorite so far. I only opened 2 of the 5, and I got this guy.
I was gonna say, have you opened the Aztec Warrior one yet, or did you get that one?
I'm kind of saving him. So you got like Scorpion.
Oh, that looks good, dude. I like him.
He's got his little.
I like that bull helmet
right there.
Now, did they change up the articulation at all? Any of the articulation?
So I know a lot of people were saying that first wave was like NECA figures, like very stiff. Mine were like butter smooth. I don't know how yours were. Like mine moved very well.
Mine were stiff, but not like in a bad way. It was like a good stiff, like not they're gonna break. It's more like these are well built, sturdy figures type.
These feel more like that. Like they're pretty stiff. It's not as like loose, but the articulation is pretty much the same. This is the wave 1 buck, for lack of a better term. They're all on the exact same buck.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they just come with a lot more. They come with hands this time.
Nice.
Helmets. And I ordered from Empire Toy Shop, so I don't know if this was like.
Real quick, are the hands able to pivot now? Like hinged? Are there hinges now?
No.
No? Okay, they didn't improve that at all, but...
No, it's still like a peg. It's still just like a peg.
Still like a peg that kind of just wobbles. Yeah. I mean, it's good, but it's not as good as it could be.
An extra like forearm gauntlet and an extra shoulder pad. You probably can't see it through the bag.
No, probably not, but we can imagine it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like our audio listeners are looking at it anyway.
I know, they can't
like
see
an extra shoulder pad.
I like that one.
An extra gauntlet.
There's some good detail on those pieces.
I don't know if it came with everybody, but maybe for just ordering the whole wave, I did get the Praetorians, so I got like the Praetorian Supreme.
Nice. Those are like the Roman generals.
Yeah, and then I got just like the guard, like the Praetorian Guard.
Nice. Is that the one that we thought was going to be a 2-pack originally?
I thought it was going to be a 2-pack, and I thought I ordered 2 of those, but apparently I didn't. So I'm on the hunt for another Praetorian Guard.
No, they look good.
And then I got this bad boy.
And that's the Aztec warrior?
Yeah. He's not really, he's definitely a white dude.
Oh, they didn't make him brown?
No, they didn't. I don't think he's necessarily supposed to be Aztec. He's just got that big old headdress. You know what I mean? He's actually Celtic.
It's Celtic warrior. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot different than what I thought.
Yep.
Didn't we see some? I could have sworn we see some Aztec warriors shown off originally.
No, I think it was just this headdress.
No, it was definitely that one. Yeah, that's definitely. I thought it was like Mayan or something. Mayan or Aztec.
No, he's Celtic, so I don't think they've got there yet. I know they did show off like female bucks and stuff. So,
yeah, those female bucks we talked about last time, they looked really good.
Yeah, so that was a pretty solid wave, man. And like I said, I've only been messing with 2 of them so far. I didn't want to just bust them all out, and I want to
feel it. Yeah, you're gonna savor them.
The only other thing I got was this Maestro Hulk.
Oh, nice! You got that already.
So this was a pre-order from Hasbro Pulse, and then I got a email that like, hey, it's gonna be here sooner than expected, and then like the next day it was at my house.
That is what I like to see.
So yeah, they should.
Doesn't ever happen that way.
So I haven't opened this yet, but I own this Hulk buck like 3 or 4 times over at this point, right? So I know what I'm expecting here.
You got it.
Just at first glance, though, like the beard sculpt and like wavy hair looks great. I wish they would have put him in boots, but
yeah,
I mean, whatever. What are you gonna?
We always got something to ask for, right?
They always should have done something.
They always forget something.
But other than that, man, that's all I got.
Well, that's great because I didn't get anything this week. Still recovering from past purchases and waiting for all my pre-orders to just hit me in the face at one time. Luckily, more than half of my pre-orders are paid. I think the only thing that I don't have paid at the moment is like my Mythic Legions that are coming from Big Bad Toy Store. So I'm just waiting for that. That's going to be like a nice $200 bill when those 8-tier figures finish.
This is like the first year where like instead of like waiting for it to, you can have that option. I've just been doing everything PayPal and just paying it right away and just not, you know what I mean? If I have the money for it now, just pay for it kind of thing.
Same. I've been trying to do that as much as possible too, especially with the Mezcos. I've been like trying to pay the Mezcos up front. That way I'm not, because Mezco likes to drop like 2 or 3 at a time randomly and just hit you.
So yeah, then you're just out $300
or more, depending on what they are.
So there's something that was actually announced that I just paid for outright as well, and we'll get into that in collectible news.
All right, let's head on over to collectible news.
I really want to get a diorama built around these guys. Like I need a Coliseum.
Oh man, yes. I mean, I basically have some pretty decent Coliseum style, but like to have an actual like a bunch of pillars type of Coliseum would be dope with like a sand floor and everything.
Exactly.
All right, so let's start off with this.
You're gonna see me keep grabbing this guy for the rest of the. He's kind of become my favorite. He's like the bird guy.
Now, re-edit is Sentinel, correct?
Man, don't get me lying, but it looks like Sentinel.
So we have the Sentinel re-edit Halo Infinite 1/12 scale Master Chief. This is the Mjolnir Mark 6 Gen 3. I'm not a big Halo fan, so I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing this is not the original armor that he has in the Halo 1. This is probably like somewhere around Halo 3, maybe.
He looks really cool. I know a lot of people were hating on the price. I'm in a couple of groups. I'm in like a Texas collectors group as well. And kind of like, what was the one that just came out? Jazzwares. They're like, yeah, for the price, like I'm fine.
The Jazzwares is worth it.
Yeah, $20.
The Sentinel's getting a little trigger happy with their prices lately. I mean, those Doro figures were really high.
So I mean, everything's going up, but I think this one was like somewhere in that like 180 range as well.
Geez, that Peter B. Parker was up in 130, which is not that bad considering he came with that cool statue head. But this thing, 180 for what? Probably the deluxe one. I'm guessing right here, the PX.
Yeah, but
that comes with one extra blaster.
with that being said, there are like diehard Halo fans.
No, there are lots of them. Obviously, that it made them put out another figure of Master Chief.
There's an entire gaming platform built around Halo, essentially.
There's a couple generations worth of Halo players out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, this will definitely probably sell pretty well, I'm guessing. And the aftermarket, if it sells out, will probably go pretty damn high then.
At that price. So here's something Gil was pretty excited about, some SHF. This is Dragon Ball Super, right?
Yeah, this is Dragon Ball Super version of Android. We're getting Android 17 and 18. So we're getting both of them in the Dragon Ball Super outfits that they appeared in. Now,
I'm familiar with the characters, but not these outfits. The Android arc happens before the Cell arc, right?
Yeah, the Android arc leads up to the Cell arc.
Okay, so I stopped around the Cell arc, so I am familiar with the characters, but not the costumes.
So these costumes are from the latest series, Dragon Ball Super, when they basically come back and are part of the Earth team. So they're part of the Z Fighters now. So this is when they join up with Goku and Krillin. Basically, Krillin and Android 18 are like, a thing.
The one with the black hair or the one with the blonde hair?
No, the female. The blonde hair. She's a female. This dude's her, brother, basically.
But they're androids.
But not, because they were just created. Yeah, they're androids. But she has a husband, and I think they end up having a kid together, possibly, or something. I don't know.
I
could be wrong about that. Yeah, I might be wrong about that part.
Tell us where we can get these figures.
Honestly, these are probably going to be Bandai Premium drops. I haven't really looked too far into these. At first, I thought these were just reissues of the third-party ones that we saw, because there was a third-party 2-pack that came with both these figures in this exact same outfits. But and I heard pretty good things about that. But this is the official SHF, version. So I would check your premium Bandai shop. Otherwise, hopefully this isn't a Tamashii Web exclusive, because otherwise then you might have to order it through a Japanese site only.
Well, aren't they all made to order now? All Bandai products.
Let me check the P Bandai site really quick, and then I'll let you know.
So I'm just going to explain to our audio listeners. You're getting the 2 androids. One's wearing like a pink Adidas jumpsuit, and the other one's wearing blue jeans and a long sleeve shirt and Doc Martens.
But the thing is, you're not getting 2 of them. You have to buy them separately.
So these are 2 separate figures. This isn't a 2-pack.
Yeah, and they are going to be up for pre-order starting July 20th at 9 o'clock.
So probably about the time this episode comes out.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, you can get these on the P Bandai shop.
Now they're probably going to be made to order, right?
Yeah, and if they don't get enough orders, then obviously it'll be a limited run. So
that's cool. I like the alternate head sculpts. There's some hands, some Dragon Ball Z effects. That's pretty cool there.
No, these look great, and
posing in these promo photos, actually.
Yeah, no, SHF usually does a really good job with the posing on their figures. That's what kind of sells people on them,
For sure. Well, if you flaunt it if you got it.
Exactly. Moving on, staying in the import realm, we have Figma Doom Guy, or Doom Slayer, as he's formerly called, but everybody used to refer to him as the Doom Guy.
He looks fucking badass.
He looks amazing. The only thing that I don't like is, the Figma joints that you can see really easily. And they're kind of, right here he looks amazing when he's all posed up. But when he's standing kind of there, he has that same kind of Revoltech issue where you get, the...
One thing that worries me is that they have a stand in every promo photo.
Yeah.
So it's like he can't stand up on his own, maybe.
The range of articulation might not be so well on this. I mean, it looks like he's getting...
That picture right there looks like he's photoshopped on top of a stand.
Yeah, like he's not even actually there.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd be worried about is the legs, because their leg articulation is usually shit. It looks like they got pretty decent range on those elbows, though. It looks like it's getting more than a 90-degree to hold that gun like that. It looks nice. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not into Doom enough to, warrant a $90 Doom figure or whatever he's going to be.
No, but he does look super cool, man.
He looks great. And if you want like a nice character for maybe sci-fi type army builder, this would be, a good way to go.
For sure.
All right, let's get into some exclusives here, huh?
So this is pretty badass here, man. So we're getting, there was some leaks of a G.I. Joe classified SDCC PulseCon exclusive, right? And here we're getting some like digital rendering of that figure. And they're going to add some color changing effects, temperature activated, which we've only seen from Hasbro once in maybe the last 6 years. Their Dryden Voss Black Series figure. If you ran him under cold water, I believe you saw like the red lines in his face.
Oh, cool.
So here Zartan's skin's going to turn into like that light blue color. So in Texas, you may not see any Texas toy photographers getting a blue Zartan with how hot it's been here lately, but
yeah, because you need cold to activate the blue.
It is cold activated. They did confirm that. Yeah.
So it's reversed from the original toy that they released, where he was activated by heat instead.
Yeah. So we all kind of went over what was in that leak box set.
Yeah, we showed off everything.
Do we have some pictures of that?
Nope, just this one picture of him. We showed off all the heads and all that.
Yeah, it comes with
stuff
a Snake Eyes head, a Storm Shadow head, a couple of generic heads, a red and white armor colorway. So looks really good, and I'm very excited to get this, man. I hope, Cobra Commander, the Supreme one, he was pretty readily available. So hopefully this one is as well.
When I first saw this out of context, I thought this was like Fortnite G.I. Joe. Like, I thought Fortnite
it kind of looks like that, yeah. It kind of, but that's classified in general, right?
Yeah, true. But this has like that, just like with the colorway, it really sets it over. Like, it really looks Fortnite, like a skin.
I'm excited about that one.
Me too. Here's some other things to be excited about. 2 HasLab projects have been announced. And
let me take the first one.
You go for it.
The first one was actually not officially announced. It was
not official
during a, Patrick. He's head of the Hasbro Pulse. I'm sorry, the Star Wars Hasbro team marketing, right? And he kind of let it slip during a recent Q&A what the next HasLab, Black Series is going to be. And we kind of guessed it already. I know I can hear Heath right now kind of shouting out how pumped he is. We're getting a Rancor. I think we saw that. Now,
was it a BDSM Rancor?
I hope so. If not, I'm going to make him one. I'll probably get 2 and make a High Republic Rancor and one just I don't know. It's going to be big, right? You think it's
a GIMP Rancor?
Like this. It's probably going to be like this big,
He's gonna be like a little, like he's gonna be like a little toddler. You could like
put
him up on your shoulder
like and he's probably
like walk around. You could burp him and shit after he eats his little Luke Jedi.
So I hope he comes with Malik Healy, the Rancor Keeper. I hope he comes with Ula, the Twi'lek Dancer. Like, I think those would be some very, very seriously awesome tiers.
And then you're gonna want to go back and get that Lando in disguise as well. Because I bet a lot of people probably passed on him.
You could probably hear my train. It's $18.99 on Amazon right now.
So go pick it up now before they sell out, and then everybody wants one and they go up in price.
And Gamorrean guards, get them while you can. But I'm really pumped for this, dude. No brainer. As soon as they said no vehicles, this is like what everybody thought it was going to be, right? So no real surprise here, except since that slip up, StarWars.com did unofficially announce it. Yeah.
Now, price speculation. Where do you see this at?
Well, after seeing how much Galactus is going to cost, I'm thinking like $400, man.
I was thinking more like $275 because the Rancor is not as like you could get away with doing a lot less articulation on the Rancor as opposed to the Galactus. I feel like,
but I think the detail is what's really going to set it off.
You think they'll go with like a kind of almost rubbery overlay plastic style, or
no? I think it'll be hard plastic, but I think the paint's going to be just like absolutely amazing on it.
All right, we'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah. So,
all right, I'll take us into number 2, and
move along.
It's been about a year since we got our last Marvel HasLab, so it's time for another one before we get our Sentinel.
Can I touch on that real quick? That really bugs me that they announced another HasLab before the first one was even finished.
That's why I said that. It really chaps my ass too, because it's like I don't even have the first $400 that I gave to you in my hand yet to even make like a solid second decision whether I want to go in again for
it could
more
be
money.
Crap, and you just I'm imagining this is going to be a lot of the same parts. I know it is bigger. So we're talking about the HasLab Galactus. Sorry,
Galactus, yeah, because I don't think we've ever actually said that yet. But.
Anyone who's listening to this episode has already seen this, but it looks like it's going to be like just an up, as far as like the joints, probably just an upsized version of it. Uh-oh, we lost Matt.
No, I'm here. I'm still here.
So, Galactus, man, you want to talk about this? Because you're a lot more pumped up about it than I am.
I am pumped. When I first saw it, I was like, gosh damn you, Hasbro. Really?
And you all to hell.
I don't have an extra $400 just chilling right now. Like, honestly, like really, right now is a really bad time to need an extra $400. So
I checked it today. Today's Sunday, the 18th. It is halfway. Sponsored already, or funded rather. And you have 43 more days.
You have until like the end of August, almost. I think.
Okay. Tell us some more about it. It's going to be 32 inches tall. Looks like all the details there. They did put him next to that most recent Reed Richards figure.
Violator Fingers Reed Richards.
Right.
And he's going to be coming with 3 swappable faceplates so far. Each hand features 20 points of articulation, supposedly.
Yeah.
And like Jade said, he's 32 inches tall. So this will be the biggest to-date Marvel Legends figure, I think.
So
I don't think Fing Fang Foom is even that big.
I think the faceplates is pretty cool. It's probably going to be very similar to the MODOK. It might even be like the exact same size as the MODOK faceplate. Looks cool. The one's like a skeleton. Is that from anything in particular? Is that like Marvel Zombies or something?
Well, if you remember on the Thanos Imperative set, the SDCC box set from about 4 years ago, it had that Thanos skull face for the box set.
Okay.
So it's probably from the Thanos Imperative run in the comics. I don't know if that's an actual run or not, but
so he's got like a teeth grinning face and a just badass mad planet eater Galactus face.
Well, yeah, he has his stoic face, he has his angry face, and then he has like this skull face.
Yeah.
It's like a grinning skull, like a dead Galactus face, which is really freaking cool. And that's what the Thanos Imperative box set used to had as its cover. So that's cool. I always wanted that box set. Unfortunately, I never got it because I don't know. I just think I was broke that year.
So are you getting this? I know you said you didn't have $400 to spare, but are you getting this?
I am going to get it. I'm going to sell. Well, the shitty thing is, this is the crappy thing for me, is because my lady's birthday is at the end of August. This thing closes out at the end of August. So I got to come up with a badass birthday gift for her that warrants me spending $400 on this thing. So I'm going to sell a lot of stuff here in the next month. And hopefully I'll make enough to buy this bad boy. Because
I feel for you, man.
I really wish I had the Sentinel in hand, though, because I want to know the size of it just so I can kind of figure out, shelf space, or if I even have room in my collection for something like this.
So I'm passing on this. I didn't get the Sentinel. I know I talked a big game like I was going to, but it really just came down to space, man. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with these things.
We know it wasn't money for you.
No comment.
Yeah, no, these things are huge, and like, I have a quarter scale Deadpool from NECA. I've never even taken it out of the box. It's still in the shipper because it's huge. What am I going to do with it?
If I bought this, I'd probably never take it out of the box.
I will probably. Well, I don't know. Galactus isn't my favorite.
You're gonna buy 2 of them, bro, because then that's got to be a really, really expensive birthday gift.
Well, dude, just think about the aftermarket on this bad boy.
If it's anything like the sail barge, you're looking at triple the price.
Supposedly, the Sentinel's selling for almost a G right now too on aftermarket.
What's the price on this bad boy?
$399.99. After shipping, you're looking at about $420 to $440, depending where.
I'd say shipping and tax, you're looking closer to $450.
No, I've seen some people get away with about $420. It was the cheapest I've seen.
$420, man.
Yeah. But look for look to be spending at least put away $450 for this bad boy because if you're in California, it's going to take a lot to ship this fucker. He's going to be heavy.
I might grab it, but
grab it for the flip at least if you got the extra money, dude. I promise you.
Yeah, but how long are you going to sit on it for someone to spend $1,000?
Not at all. Don't sit on it at all. Sell it immediately. Once you get it, sell it. Dude, if you can make 800 off this thing, I mean, shit, dude, that's like.
I'll probably get it. Yeah, because nowadays a lot of people have like, especially through eBay, they can do pay in full or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, there's plenty of ways for people to spend $1,000. It's easy.
All right, I may get this, but I mean, dude, he looks cool. He
I'm
not trying to knock that at all. It looks great.
It's just like it's really like functionality and like practicality to like is really going to be the thing it comes down to. Do I need I need a toddler Galactus running around my house? Like
you do a lot more photography than me, but like this seems like it'd be very because I don't do any. This may be very hard to photograph, I would imagine.
The first thing I immediately thought is he's either going to be on his knees or sitting down anytime I take a picture of him because there's no way
you pop his head right off, right?
Or just take his whole upper body and just put it like, don't even use the legs at all. Like the legs aren't even, but he won't be a builder figure. So
you might as well buy a bust at that point.
Yeah, true. Dude,
we got some more photos of this, or is this the last one?
This is the last one, but I did see a really badass Galactus from Eagle Moss. Eagle Moss, the one who makes those little chess pieces. And it was Galactus, and he had 4-inch heralds around him and stuff, like his heralds, dude. It looked so fucking good, dude.
So, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
All right, let's move on.
Great. You got about 40 days to get it by the time this episode airs. Like Matt said, if you're even thinking about it, if you're even sniffing it, you might as well grab it. Actually, what I was gonna say, I've heard a lot of people talk about, I wonder what the tiers are gonna be. I don't think we're getting tiers on this bad boy. I don't think
really
there's gonna be any.
I think they already had kind of said that there was going to be tiers.
So when the
no,
I didn't watch it. So when the Razor,
I didn't see it either.
When the Razor Crest was announced, they said like, "Hey, we're going to have tiers unlocked here, 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 and here." Right? The Sentinel, they started the tiers because
after
how successful it was.
True.
This one, I've looked at it. I don't see anything, man. So I'm a little curious to see.
And the fact that they're already showing the 3 faceplates, which is something they probably would have done as a tier. Is kind of scary too. So, but the good thing with Galactus is there's plenty of figures you could just throw in as heralds of Galactus, and boom, there's your tiers.
Yeah,
first tier, original heralds of Galactus.
I would just say don't expect it. So obviously HasLab, Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Go over there and get it if you want it.
Yeah, if we break 14,000, you can probably expect some kind of tiers. But I don't see this one doing well as the Sentinel, just based on the fact that there's no army building possibility. The only reason people are going to buy more than one is for the flip. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Please.
We have a lot of hot toys to talk about and not much time.
We have a lot of hot toys to talk about. So it's going to be very collectibles heavy. Matt, you're a big Deadpool guy. Tell us about this guy.
Let me tell you the first thing about this guy is the first thing I found out about this guy is my lady hits me up and says, "Hey, should we pre-order this?" I saw it and I was like, is that even a Hot Toys? Because at first I thought it was maybe just some sideshow thing because nowhere in any of the promo do you see a Hot Toys logo. So I was like,
something.
Well, if you check out Deadpool Corpse, there is like a mecha Deadpool Buster type of deal, but he looks nothing like this. It looks more like a Hulk Buster in Deadpool Deco. Okay. So to see this, it just seems like they're going like that Sentinel Play Arts Kai style where they do an armorized Deadpool.
To me, it looks like they got a War Machine and put a Deadpool head on it.
Yeah, and when I asked my lady, I was like, "Well, is it Hot Toys?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's the price?" She's like, $400. I was like, "Pass."
So it's got die cast then if it's $400.
It better have a little bit of die cast, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's cool. It's very cool.
It looks great. Posability looks cool.
It's not for me.
Probably has some light up features. That's probably where we're getting the $400 because it looks like it has lights in the eyes and possibly in the chest. So that's where you get the $400 for sure without diecast.
Now this is their Sideshow Con figures, right?
Yeah, I mean they've released.
Which actually starts tomorrow.
It does say diecast down here at the bottom left-hand corner if you look closely.
Okay.
So there probably will be some diecast to see down here in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Sure does.
Yep. So there might be some diecast to it.
Well, you would think so.
Any interest for you?
No, I mean, it's very cool, and I could see the appeal, but this doesn't fit in my collection. You can see how little I have actually displayed.
I would rather have the Punisher War Machine than this, honestly.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
But it does come with a lot of cool stuff. Let's see. All right, there was a lot of pictures of that thing. Jay, take us away here. This is all you.
All right, so.
And I feel like I feel a purchase coming on here.
A purchase has already happened, my man. So you're getting a Boba Fett repainted armor, which is considered the re-armored Boba Fett, and Throne. Now, this is a deluxe version. Obviously, we do get the tease of Fennec Shand off to the side there. Very cool. I won't get a Fennec Shand to display it this way. After Book of Boba Fett, maybe. $390 is what you're looking at here. So... very, very cool. I think he's going to go right here. I think this will just be the Boba Fett throne shelf.
300 for him and the throne?
390.
Oh, 390. So, okay, so we're looking at a Deadpool price, but I think you get your money's worth here.
Yeah, so you get your Tamora Morrison head sculpt, obviously. You get him in his second version of his re-armored look. And then, obviously, you get everybody's favorite crackhead, Bib Fortuna's throne. Jetpacks
and a cool little fire flag of
cool flame effect. Now the Sideshow exclusive version comes with like a hologram version of the Razor Crest and Slave One, or Boba Fett starship.
Nice.
So this is the one. You can get him by himself.
This is the one, and this is the way.
Yeah. So this is the one I ordered. You can get him by himself. I don't think he comes with the Tamora Morrison head sculpt, but about that regular $250 price, $260 price, something like that. So yeah, he looks great, man. I'm really glad Heath talked me out of the version with him with like the acid pocked armor, because this one looks so much better. And that
this one looks way better.
The throne is killer. Like that's a centerpiece, right? Like this one has to always be displayed.
That can take up like literally your whole
it's gonna take that top shelf right there. Like that he's gonna just sit right here.
No, totally. That can take up your whole damn display in your shelf, and that would look amazing.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal there.
All right, let's see. Hot Toys Black Widow from the movie Black Widow.
She looks great. She's in her signature pose here, which I'm really glad that they kind of went meta with it. They kind of went away from the rooted hair, right? We're getting sculpted hair here. Is it too far gone for a Black Widow Hot Toys? No, probably not. I think the movie did well enough to warrant this figure for sure.
There's definitely gonna be some hype for the Black Widow toys, but I feel like something's off with the voice or the face on this one.
It could be the lighting, but I kind of see what you're looking at here.
It just looks like, this eye's looking off in one direction, the other one, I don't know. It looks like maybe they got wonky eyes. She got the Carl wonky eye from Workaholics.
Yeah, for sure.
Which one's his good eye? The wonky one, man. It lives by its own rules.
So this one looks a lot better, more like a ScarJo.
Yeah. I think it's the hair. I think the rooted hair might have looked a little better on this figure.
See, honestly. Everyone bitches about rooted hair, and you're never going to win that battle, right? I think everyone has their own preference.
I guess I can't have much of an opinion, never owning an actual Hot Toy with rooted hair. I can't really, say much, but I've seen some really good looking rooted hair figures. So, I don't know. Maybe they just need a really good hairstylist to do the hair for them and just set it and forget it type of deal,
For sure.
All right, let's see. We got a lot of Hot Toy stuff, so we're just going to kind of go through this quick because none of us are really big in the Hot Toys game except for...
So you're getting Iron Man Mark 1. Looks like we're getting some die cast here. Gil pointed out that it's severely undersized, which now that I see it, I agree with him. But...
He said it was only, 13-something inches or something?
Yeah, so it's like the size of a normal Hot Toy, right? And you would think the Mark 1's significantly bigger. So It looks cool though. I mean, whoever gets this is going to be extremely happy with it. We're getting some concept art Iron Strange from Endgame, which is basically a Mark 50 with an Iron Man or with a Doctor Strange head sculpt. This is an easy pass for me.
Yeah, Doctor Strange rocking the nanotech armor. The one thing I do like is the way they put the extra hands for him doing his spells. That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
And I do like the detail on the chest piece. That's cool with the Aya Agamotto here in the center.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a direct plug and play, but it's very obvious, right?
Yeah, it's not like they just took an old Iron Man and just kind of repurposed it. It's like they did make a brand new figure, so that's nice. Or at least a brand new chest plate.
Right.
The magic effects look really cool. Like they're kind of magic, kind of techie, so that's kind of cool. And that head sculpt looks fucking dead on though.
I mean, yeah, their head sculpts are always great.
I feel like he could have played a really good Sebastian Shaw too. He kind of has that Sebastian Shaw look to him. Here's something I'm interested in. I'm more interested in how they're gonna do this than the actual figure itself. But the King Shark from Hot Toys.
From Suicide Squad. Yeah, he looks cool. I mean, that's all I can say about it. It looks cool. I don't know anything about the movie or the character.
Doesn't this texture just look very odd? Like the body texture for the figure look very weird,
looks
like something we haven't seen.
It looks rubbery like shark skin, but
it looks clayish.
That might just be a testament to the paint job.
It almost looks like clay to me too, you know, like something kind of like carved out of clay almost, like how soft it looks. And he's gonna come with another pair of shorts, like a prison shorts.
Yeah, prison shorts and a book.
It would be cool if they included like the hammerhead, kind of like the way the DC one did with their King Shark Build-A-Figure.
With the original one, yeah, or maybe even just some like bloodied limbs or something.
Or even like an extra face where he's all bloody and like maybe smiling more. Yeah. I don't know. But this will be an interesting figure. That's probably gonna be an expensive one too.
$500 or so, I bet.
Whew. Okay, this is just another picture of that Mark 1, I'm guessing, correct?
Just a promo shot, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's skip that. All right, we got Red Guardian from Black Widow.
Now, Matt, have you seen Black Widow yet?
Yes, I actually saw it in theaters. My first time returning to theaters. We'll talk about that a little more later. But
so he was a great part of the movie. MCU Hot Toy collectors, like, this is a must-have. If we see him again, then I think this is an important figure. If we don't, it's kind of just like a
throwaway. Yeah, it's only if you really love Black Widow to get this. But David Arbor as Red Guardian, the only thing I don't like about this, I love like all the white accents, the belt pouches and the web gear and stuff like that. The only thing I don't like is I think there could have been more layers to the red suit. If you notice, it looks like all the black detail is just kind of painted on, as opposed to being like stitched on or layered on. Yeah. Whereas if you see the Guardians of the Galaxy Yondu, it's like he's actually wearing every layer of clothing there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I feel like they could have went the extra mile and just added some extra, other accents like they did to the arms right there, where they did the kind of black bound up, fabric. They could have done that right over these midsection areas too, and it would have looked really damn good, I think. All right, we got a Spider-Man black and gold suit from No Way Home.
So they're pretty much just not really spoiling the movie, but like you're getting Spider-Man with Doctor Strange powers, right? In a black suit.
They're taking away a lot of our reveals, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Not
a lot for me to say here, except, I mean, obviously you're getting like Doctor Strange magic effects on the chest and then the gauntlets, and there's a lot going on here. Without seeing the movie, I can't really say, but I know Spider-Man collectors are going to love it.
Oh, is this the same figure here?
Yeah, same figure.
Okay, so you think that chest piece is just going to be like a pop-on piece or what?
It's got to be it's probably just magnetic.
Okay. I think it looks more like Tony Stark tech-ish than it does like Doctor Strange. I see where you're going because we just looked at that Iron Strange figure and he had the kind of same things going on.
Yeah, totally.
But I don't like the looks of this suit.
I really hope,
be honest.
I really hope this is like a in your face. Like, I hope this is just like Miles Morales.
Yeah, you think?
No.
I don't know.
Now I don't.
I don't think so. We get the Tobey Maguire head sculpt that looks fucking awesome. That's dead on.
Well, not
his
Tobey
quality
Maguire,
right there.
Tom Holland.
Oh, Tom Holland. My bad. I always call him Tobey Maguire for some reason.
Yeah.
So we got the Tom Holland head sculpt. Looks amazing there. Dead on.
Looks just like him.
Beautifully accurate.
That's that theory.
Yeah, I just don't like that suit, honestly.
Here's
different. Everything it's going to come with.
It's different for sure. So.
Plenty of hands. I like the addition of this mask right here that he can hold. Like he's holding the crumpled up mask when he's not wearing it.
You think that's sculpted in the hand?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, that would probably be the best way to go with it.
You're probably right.
But then when we look at this hand images right here, you don't see any of that. So I don't know. Like if you see the hand images here.
Oh, yeah.
None of the hands show it. So who knows? No, it looks like it could just slide in there, honestly. It does look like it'll be a removable piece. So here's the gauntlet where you'll put the spider tech stuff on. Yeah, this is not for me. I'm not a fan of this outfit or this costume. They're
calling it the black and gold suit.
The black and gold suit. All right, here we have something a little different from Innovation Point. The Shogun Megazord.
Yeah, we've talked about
this. Thunder Megazord. My bad, Thunder Megazord.
We've talked about this a few times. Well, you know, I was all about it until I saw the price, man, honestly.
What's the price?
I think you're looking at close to $300.
Yeah, that sounds about right, though, because if you think about, like, the SH Figuarts Hulkbuster, if you think about, like, the Chogokin Megazords and things like that, they all run up in that $300 price range. So
for sure,
hopefully there'll be some die-cast that'll warrant the price for this. But it looks like it's going to have some pretty good articulation.
Looks awesome.
It looks great. And I actually really enjoy the Zords, too, from this series. Yeah, it comes with a lot of goodies. Comes with 2 different swords. Well, one sheath sword, one sword out of the sheath, and then the Thunder Staff. All right, here we go. We have finally getting our vintage carded Marvel Legends Hercules. Classic Hercules.
So I didn't really want this at first. I'm slowly getting out of Marvel Legends, but as soon as I got these gladiators, I was like, well, I feel like Hercules could fit right in with these gladiators, like just fine.
Or just be smashing those dudes to pieces.
Right.
Yeah, he'll look good. I did want a classic Hercules. I've been messing around with that other Hercules that they gave us.
Yeah, the other one's great.
He's good, but I like this one. It has some little extras, an extra face sculpt, that classic design, 2 sets of hands. It'll be a nice figure. It'll definitely be a nice accompaniment to your modern Hercules as well. All right, Mattel. Moving on to Mattel, we have the Motu Revelations exclusive Scare Glow.
Yeah, I mean, it looks super cool. We're getting all kinds of forms of Skeletor. Is this a Skeletor? Is this a version of him?
Well, I think this is supposed to be like another character, Scare Glow.
Man, I'm looking like a total dweeb here. I know nothing about He-Man.
I don't know. I know about a little bit more than you probably.
So but if anyone knows, just email us or send us a DM or something, correct us. But this is cool. Yeah, it's a SDCC exclusive. Comes with a couple of heads. Do we know where we can get this yet, or it was just kind of shown?
I think this is going to be a Target exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on it. Now this, I'm pretty sure this is almost the exact same body that they used for Skelegod, the one that Gil got recently that he was like crooning over.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for the show. I've heard a few things about it by listening to the Nerdicons. That the what is it? The Sword of Power? Is that what it's called? Oh man, I hope so.
Yeah.
He-Man's sword splits in 2, and it actually looks like he's holding both sides of that.
Yeah, right here. No, well, look in this picture, you see it,
and then it's right there. Yeah, that's
you see it right here in 1, and then here he has it split into 2, which it looks goofy as hell as 2.
2 blades. Yeah,
there's not a proper hilt for either sword.
I'm assuming it's going to glow in the dark. I don't feel like they do a scare glow figure that wouldn't glow in the dark.
He will glow in the dark. I feel like there's phosphorescent paint here on the front and on the head.
And he comes in a cool box too. So I know that Masters Revelation line is taking off, man. People are really enjoying that. So this will be a nice collection. They get an exclusive right out the gate, right after the first wave.
And once the animated
third exclusive at this point, right?
Once the animated series hits, it's on.
Yeah,
these are going to be really hard to find, so you better get them while you can.
I agree.
All right, let's see.
We lost our place.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, we have a Jurassic Park 2-pack featuring our Samuel L. Jackson and a raptor.
Yeah, so I don't think this scene was ever really in the movie, but it's got some LED lights. It's a cool little box set.
I feel like it's a deleted scene. Now, is this a 6-inch figure? Or is this like 3.5?
Yeah, this is from. I'm pretty sure this is from their Amber collection. I could be wrong because I know
it just looks like
3/4 stuff.
It looks like Sam Jackson has like stripped down articulation here compared to the one I have, where he comes with the computer.
Yeah, you would know a lot more than I would. Yeah, but you're probably right. This is probably 3 3/4.
But you still do have the arm that was bitten off. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I'm not 100% sure with that whole thing. Damn it.
We have some more Mattel exclusives.
Yeah, let's just keep rolling with Mattel. We got a Mattel Ultimate Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay, so I really have no need for this figure, but I might have to get this because this might be the only way I get a Sergeant Slaughter with my Joes.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, other than Action Force. Which
Vala is going to do it.
Really good.
Yeah, I think Bobby Vala's Sergeant Slaughter will be a little better than this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a WWE Ultimates. The box is really cool. It's an interactive box. It comes with like some fabric camo jackets, his traditional wrestling garb.
Removable hat and sunglasses.
Yeah, he looks cool. Yeah, now that you say that, I might have to go for that Action Force one.
And nice butterfly joints there too, though.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
We also have Ultimate Hulk Hogan.
Okay, this one is really hard for me not to get.
I'm a big Hulk Hogan fan. I don't really have any wrestling figures, and it would make me have to buy like a whole ring and everything. But yeah, I'm right there with you. This is a hard one not to get.
I mean, he kind of turned out to be a kind of a piece of shit, right?
He turned out to be a douchebag, but we probably knew that all along.
Yeah, but I think this is cool. So it's like his Hulkamania yellow and red stuff.
This is before he was an asshole.
No feather boa, missed opportunity.
Yeah, but they already released one back in the day that had that.
Oh, okay. It looks really cool, dude. But I've been staying away from this line.
No sunglasses either.
Does this Ultimate line have a Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes, I think he was one of the very first figures they released. Him and Ronda Rousey, I want to say.
I might have to go back and get Stone Cold.
Yeah, they did miss a couple spots, though. You could definitely use the Hulk sunglasses. Could definitely use the boa. But I feel like you'd have to go back and buy some of the older figures to get those accessories. Because they definitely have been released before. But you think since it's called Ultimate, so you'd include everything. But, We got Jeff Hardy, one half of the Hardy brothers. Sporting some fabric tee that can be removable. Probably an Intercontinental Championship belt or something like that.
I know nothing about wrestling, but this line seems to be more like their premium line, right?
Oh, yeah. This is like, I think they have the basics, they have the elite, and now this is the ultimate. So this is like beyond the elite that they had before, which was their premier line before. Yeah, so all this Mattel stuff is going to be up. I'm guessing these are like their SDCC exclusives, or we don't know.
Yeah, I think most of these are their exclusives.
Well, we'll probably be looking forward to seeing some DC exclusives. Maybe I don't even know if they have the rights to that anymore.
Nope, it's on McFarlane, my man.
Oh wow, okay, so yeah, this might be all we see from Mattel then. All right, McFarlane out of nowhere.
Speaking of McFarlane, Gil sent these over to us. They will be coming out with a line called Disney Mirrorverse. So in their same 22 points of articulation scheme, the first figure you're getting is a 1/12 6-inch Buzz Lightyear.
Now I noticed something really weird here on the packaging. Buzz Lightyear ranged.
I wonder what that means.
Do you think this will correlate with some kind of game they might be putting out or something? Because you remember.
So you're saying you're thinking it's gonna be something like the old what was that Disney game where you put the little
Infinity?
piece on? Is that what it was? Disney Infinity? Maybe.
Yeah.
We have no idea what Mirrorverse is. I don't think this was necessarily supposed to be announced.
Honestly, I didn't think anything about it until I saw this on the box, ranged, because that's like, classification for, usually in shooters or something, or video games, you have your range,
what's
you have your
the
melee.
next figure? Because we only got 2 figures announced in this line.
We only have 2 figures. Here's a look out of box at the figure.
I mean, he looks cool, man.
He looks great, honestly. This is not something I'd expect from McFarlane.
He's definitely animated.
Now, and here we go. Look at support. Jack Sparrow's support. This is definitely going to be tied to some type of game. That's breaking news. You hear it here first.
You heard it here
on the Geek Out
Show. So yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. We're getting some kind of Disney Mirrorverse game,
and that's called journalism, baby. Now this is all speculation because we don't have any actual proof, but I mean, this is right here. Support. You got a support character in Jack Sparrow. You got a range character in Buzz Lightyear. This could definitely be some type of new Disney IP.
Yeah, this is some kind of turn-based RPG or something.
Or it could be like a multiplayer, MMO type of game. It doesn't have to be an RPG. It could be like a shooter. It could be like there's a lot of different games. It could be like a Dota type of game.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and look at Jack Sparrow. You see how he has like a skeletal arm on one side too? I just noticed that.
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Little mysteries here. Some little mysteries. Oh yeah, the whole arm's like that. I didn't even look that closely at this one. It doesn't look like Johnny Depp. So I'm guessing they're drawing this from something else. You know what I mean?
This is some animated version. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, look towards a game. I'm guessing. That's the Geek Out Show speculation.
Interesting.
All right.
Interesting that they would give it to McFarlane too. You might want to turn your light on. You look like you're about to snitch on us. Let's get away from McFarlane and into Mezco.
Yeah, let's go from one M to another M. So we got the this weird little TikTok from Mezco, which is weird because I didn't even know they had a TikTok, but now I have a TikTok, so go check it out. A little shameless plug there.
Of course you do. Are you just over there flossing and shit?
Yeah, no, I don't do any of that. I do some weird random stuff that's not related to toys, but you'll just have to go check that out on your own. I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm not going to get
a teaser. That's what I said. So they put up this little TikTok. It was kind of this cool kind of Casino Royale, James Bond type of video, a little stop motion. And here's a couple slides from it. So what we're thinking tomorrow on Monday, July 19th, that we will get a drop through probably the Slugfest Emporium page. And so what we're looking forward to is an Agent Gomez.
Yeah, that which they're dubbing Casino
Agent Gomez. So Secret Agent Gomez, not just Agent Gomez, because we already got an Agent Gomez. Now it's Secret Agent Gomez. So I'm guessing white blazer, black pants, white undershirt or black undershirt.
You're gonna get the Casino Royale suit. You know what I mean?
So basically, like James Bond Gomez.
Yeah, that's exactly but specifically from the Casino Royale.
Now, do you think they'll put him in the Mezco John Wick suit, or do you think they'll give us a better?
They'll tailor their own suit.
Okay. Well, hopefully. I mean, the Mezco John Wick suit was crap. So
because it's more like a white tuxedo more than anything.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but I understand that they could probably kind of try to make that jacket look similar to the way they did the John Wick, so it has that kind of tuxedo stature. You know what I mean?
Did we get any photos of anything?
Yeah, we did get this little quick. I don't know. Let's see if we have it. It's a little quick clip of the roaches. Right there. So that's exactly what I'm expecting. Black pants, white blazer, black gloves.
Yeah, totally.
So we'll see. Tomorrow, keep an eye out. Well, by the time you guys hear this, it probably will have already dropped and sold out, and people will be mad and some people will be happy. So look forward to that. MezcoCon 2021 is happening all this week. If you guys go over to the website, they are doing a bunch of giveaways and special contests. So definitely go check out the Mezco Toys website and try to do like the crossword puzzles, the little special things they got going on, because you can win a couple different prizes from Mezco, and a free Mezco is worth 2 Mezcos in the hand. You know what I mean?
Did you make that up yourself?
Just came up with it, dude. I'm pretty savvy.
I can tell.
All right, so we got the Mondo Comic-Con at Home happening July 22nd through the 25th.
Pretty much all this week is going to be Mondo stuff. So they're showing off their premium 1/6 figures, which are the animated X-Men. I think this is their first one.
This is the first one, yeah.
So he looks cool. I mean, he's definitely limited in articulation. If I was a 1/6 collector, I would have to seriously consider this.
I would too. The paint looks, very animated style, so you're gonna have to try to either wait
shading and stuff.
You're either gonna have to wait until something else comes out in this line, otherwise it's gonna be type of like a standalone piece.
Well, this is more of a collector's line, I would imagine, than like a toy photographer's line.
Oh no, totally. But I'm just saying, even in a display, I mean, I don't want just one Wolverine sitting there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see you over there. I want to have a bunch of Wolverines. You know what I mean? Like, or I want to have like an X-Men setup. So I want at least like Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey at least. That love.
So it does specifically say the animated series. So I'd imagine, and I even think right here with the Jean and Scott, like you're getting everybody. You probably get everybody.
And it would be cool if we got like Scott, like the normal Scott, but then also got like the cloth jacket and the different head sculpt with the red glasses to go with it.
Oh, 100%. I think you're going to
get dope. And hopefully we get reveals of like extra accessories for Logan, like an unmasked head, maybe his jacket that he wears, something cool.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to that. They've done the He-Man and the other figures in the past. I think their figures retail for about like $130 to $180.
People love them too. They love that He-Man line.
People, and I think Mondo even did Ninja Turtles at one point too, and people went pretty crazy over that stuff too. So
they did
a lot of the stuff I've seen from them has really good quality. I haven't owned anything personally, but you want to take us through this whole NECA Comic-Con kickoff thing?
So speaking of Ninja Turtles, NECA-Con will be happening tomorrow. I don't know if it's multiple days or just the first day, but they kicked it off to just go ahead and say, hey, we're going to keep on doing what we've been doing and offer you some formerly Target exclusives open pre-order. So you can head over to the NECA shop and go get yourself a Turtles in Disguise or a Rasputin and Genghis 2-pack. So I know that the Turtles in Disguise retailed for a lot, and then that secondary market was quite a bit as well. So
it was 125 on the Turtles in Disguise, right?
Yeah, and probably 220 to 250 on the secondary, and people were getting more than that right off the bat. So I got to give it to NECA, man. They are re-releasing their stuff, and I love it. I have been able to get everything I've wanted from them, and it looks like a lot of toy companies are going this way.
NECA is single-handedly destroying the secondary market by doing this. Thank you. And Hasbro's been kind of doing similar things too by re-releasing the Joes through Target and stuff, even though it's still
it's Target
kind of hard to get.
I think Target's a big part of this, as much as we shit on Target.
And last time we kind of skipped over the whole Target thing. I don't know if you wanted to cover that this time, since there has been a little more stuff revealed.
Basically, Target Collector Con is for the next
still going on.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks at this point. Every day they're revealing something, with the big reveal happening on the 29th, I believe.
So Monday through Friday, they reveal a couple different things every day that are up for order.
And basically up for reorder. So we got a reissue of all the Cobra Island figures that were pretty much open pre-orders, a bunch of Funkos, all their Star Wars exclusives like Hondo, Luke and Stormtrooper Disguise, and their deluxe Mando, which was really hard for people to get. So I got to give it to them, man. They're letting you buy their figures. That's what it's about. That's what we've been asking for.
Hell yeah. Amen. Keep it on with NECA Comic-Con.
Again, it's happening tomorrow. By the time you hear this, it will have already been over. This is their panel.
Who knows? Maybe I can get this up in one day.
Yeah, they're going first, which is nice. Between them and Sideshow, that's going to be like the first ones tomorrow. They're going to have retro reveals. They're going to have a special guest. They're saying Monster Madness and Turtle Power. I would imagine we are getting tons of Turtle stuff here.
Well, let's just go over it. Here's the super special guest they were talking about in that first slide.
And this is their costume concept artist, Gina. I'm going to butcher her last name. De Domenico.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll be doing a live interview, probably talking about how they come up with certain things or how they do their own take on certain licenses and things like that, or maybe just how they transform it from on screen to plastic. So that'll be interesting.
As in regards to their Monster Madness, creep behind the scenes with NECA as we reveal the things, capitalized things, that only come alive at night mostly. So there's also a little bit of aliens there, and even the shadow itself looks like gargoyle wings.
Oh, nice, dude. So where do you see the alien stuff with the Monster Madness title?
That's a title. That's a line from Aliens, the second one, I believe, that they only come alive at night mostly. That's what Newt says.
Oh, do you think the Monster Madness title is Ghostbusters then? Look at the way the Monster Madness is done. Haven't you seen that font before?
Maybe. I don't know if NECA has it, but basically you get Creep. All right, so I'm thinking you're getting the
Creep Show.
Yeah.
More Creep Show, more Creep Show.
Or Creep Show, yeah. You're getting some things, hopefully the monster.
The Thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of the Thing figures, yeah. Okay.
Some alien.
And then gargoyle.
And I think a gargoyle.
It'd be kind of cool to see them get some new horror properties, like maybe some newer stuff,
Yeah, they're going to keep grabbing it all up, man. No one does a horror figure like NECA.
Like, it'd be dope to get like some Grudge figures or some Ring figures made domestically, as opposed to the SH Figure Arts ones or whoever's making them over there. Sure. Figma, I think. That'd be kind of neat. And here we go. We got the Retrotastic reveals. Randy Falk, the owner, CEO of NECA. So here it says VP of Product Development. I don't know why it says that. Takes you on a blast from the past and future. So I'm guessing we're going to get some more Back to the Future reveals with
probably
Randy.
Finish Back to the Future stuff, which that line does really well. So yeah, good for them.
It's doing great. But also, not only that, we might also look forward to some Karate Kid reveals, maybe. Okay. Maybe some Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure type of reveals.
I could see some just 80s stuff in general.
He's Randy Falk is very 80s centric. He loves the 80s, so he's definitely
sweet.
Yeah, definitely going to bring us some stuff from that.
Then obviously with Turtle Power, we're unmasking new figures, colossal reveals, exclusive, which I imagine they're going to announce their exclusives, and the future of TMNT, which is probably the most important thing here.
And whose shadows in the background?
You're getting Shredder.
And what is this print from?
I can't tell you what this print's from.
Top of the Turtle Van?
I can see Turtle Van.
Remember the Turtle Van? Always that green top had that exact same.
And I did know in a former interview they did say it's already sculpted and it looks great. So maybe that's the exclusive we're looking at.
Hey, we're just breaking shit today, dude. We're just breaking it. We're breaking the internet. This better be our most viewed episode.
And this is going to be head by TMNT brand manager Trevor Zammit, which he's the one who said that the van is done.
Nice. And what do we see him sculpting here?
He's working on his April O'Neil.
All right, cool.
Judith Hogue.
We can look around maybe his desk for some details to what might be coming down the future. I see a whole shelf of like some old school TMNT, so who knows?
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's go.
We could sit here all night with a magnifying glass. You know what I meant.
True that. So here we got someone you're familiar with.
So this is the Amazing Yamaguchi prototyped. What the fuck is his name? Todori? What is that? Right?
Todoroki.
I fucking knew it. I'm getting this figure anyway.
Son of Endeavor.
Yeah.
The number 2 hero.
Yeah, you can edit it to where it sound like I said Todoroki.
Okay, just say Todoroki one more time.
Todoroki.
So yeah, this is the prototype figure. Basically, you got the grayscale here. You can imagine what he's going to look like all painted up, and I think he's going to be another Deku hit out of the park. I don't think we're going to see the same problems we had with Bakugo because we don't have heavy gauntlets or any bullshit with Toto.
Do you think they'll re-release that?
Not Toto.
Do you think so they re-released Deku, right?
I think they'll do a version 2 of Bakugo where they fix the issues from version 1. I hope. Or they're just going to do an anime recolor.
I have the Deku pre-ordered. I have the Bakugo on the way. But I see an All Might up there. Do you think they'll re-release All Might as well?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think a lot of people slept on All Might originally because, for one, I think a lot of people had the same fears as me that he was just like Captain America, which he was.
Yeah.
But I think people want him enough that they're willing to look over that fact and buy him just to add to the collection and keep in line with his Revoltech style.
Sweet.
So yeah, we can probably hope to see him re-released, maybe a little higher in price this time because they're gonna be like, gotcha. But who knows? All right, let's see what else we got. I think we're almost out of here. We got Transformers Shattered Glass Jetfire.
Yeah, I think this is a PulseCon exclusive that's going to come with a special edition of his comic book appearance.
It's a PulseCon exclusive, but it is up for pre-order right now.
So the first one of many.
You got it.
So Transformers fans, go get your Shattered Glass Jetfire.
And now this is where he goes from being a good guy to a bad guy. So.
Right. He looks like a 1990s Kawasaki jet ski.
No, for sure. Like a Speedo or something. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So Storm Collectibles announced his Tyrus Flare and Blue Dragon from the Golden Axe series.
Yeah, I didn't get any of these Golden Axe figures, but everyone seems to really love them, and that dragon is pretty freaking awesome.
The more I see these guys in pictures, especially like the dragons, the more I want them because I've seen a lot of Mythic Legions collectors do like cool shots with these dragons, and nice. It makes me want one. So I might have to pick up 1 or 2 of these. All right, here's an issue of hot controversy. We have the Super 7 G.I. Joe line. We finally got full reveals. Here it is in all its Super 7 glory, and they took it. They definitely went with the 6-inch Ultimates route, but they took it in that classic style, like what I was kind of expecting.
So they did do these are considered the animated versions.
Okay, is that what they're going with?
Yeah, so these are based heavily on the animated series. You're getting a Duke, you're getting a Cobra Commander, you're getting Snake Eyes and Timber, and you're getting a Cobra Bat.
Oh, yeah, let's show them all off. Here we go.
So here's Duke in all of his animated glory, a couple of head sculpts.
4 sets of hands, you get backpack, 2 different weapons. Now, the weapons look a little goof to me. I mean, obviously, they're going animated. You got that kind of like green army.
Well, they're the laser guns from the animated series.
I'm talking more about the paint app specifically, but yeah, I got you. Cobra Commander here.
Commander with 2 heads, a couple of pistols, a bunch of hands, cape, all the stuff Cobra Commander would come with.
Cobra wrapped around a globe.
Here you're getting a very animated style Snake Eyes with Timber, a couple of hands, and his laser guns and jetpack. Totally not my Snake Eyes. This right here was what was the deciding factor on this line for me.
I do like that Timber, though. He looks nice.
I would like to get these in classified. I'd like to get this paint job in classified, but not here.
This paint job makes me think of the NECA NES Friday the 13th Jason.
Yeah, it's very, very animated. And then obviously the bat. The bat's probably the coolest one. Tons of different hands and effects and blown up pieces and guns, and it just looks great. He's gonna run what does a Super 7 run? $60 or so?
$55 each.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's
that's retail
a Joe line that I don't have to collect finally.
Especially at that price, man. It's that makes it very hard to army build, very hard to like fill out your ranks for your Cobra troops. So if you're going one off, I could see people going in on this line,
and that if the animated look is the G.I. Joe look for you.
And there's a lot of people that it is because I mean,
for sure,
a lot of people know G.I. Joe as the cartoon specifically, so anything other than that, they don't want a part of. And I said there was a market for this, and from what I've seen in the groups, the toy groups and things, there is a big market for this so far. There's a lot of haters. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of haters. I know Bobby Valla is probably on number 1 on that list, but there's a lot of people asking for this too. So, where do you fall, I guess, is what we're asking.
I'm skipping this one, bro.
I am skipping as well because you know me. I'm really sparse on my G.I. Joe as it is. So
yeah, I'm all in on classifieds, and so far I'm all in on the Mezco versions.
And I'm down to like pick through the classified, but I don't want to.
You can't mix the animated with your classified.
I'm definitely not going all in. I'm definitely not like mashing up anything. That's for sure.
Well, now you have the ability to go all in. You probably should.
What?
Now that you have the ability to go all in, you probably should.
What's that supposed to mean?
Go get your goddamn classified figures.
Oh, no, I don't want them, though. That's the thing. I'm trying to stay away from them. Like I'm trying to avoid the store. All right. So, where are we headed now?
Let me save you the trouble. I did not watch a single anime anything.
And I'm going to echo your sentiment. I didn't watch any anime this week either, unfortunately.
So let's breeze through the anime news.
Let's get to it. Anime news. Here we go. All right. So first thing up, we have a new villain reveal for My Hero Academia. We have the villain known as Skeptic. And his real name is, okay, I'm going to try not to fail this too hard, Tomoyasu Chikazoku. And he is
sounds right.
Secretly the leading member of the modern Meta Liberation Army. This is details from the manga, obviously, because we haven't reached this point in the anime. But he will be showing up in the anime soon, probably in this next season here.
You think he'll be in the movie at all?
I don't know, to be honest.
What we know about the movie is that there's bombs placed all over, right? And they set teams off to go defuse the bombs. And something like Meta Liberation Army sounds like a terrorist organization, right? So I'm just kind of like thinking that's what's going on here.
No, totally. I think the Meta Liberation Army comes after the fall of the League of Villains. So I'm not 100% sure where we're going to see them.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a quick run through of who Tomoyasu is, or some things about him. He's a tall, lanky dude, basically like a slender man with black hair and some like creepy teeth. His hair falls over his eyes, so you can't even see his eyes. Kind of similar to Shigaraki. So
they're like straight across bangs.
Yeah, he has that. Yes, that dome haircut. But apparently he has a little rivalry with Toga, the girl who likes to lick blood off her blade.
Okay.
Because supposedly she killed one of his friends who he was a friend with in the Meta Liberation Army.
Sounds right.
So we'll talk about his ability really quick. His ability is anthropomorph. So it allows him to take a human-sized object, such as a desk or refrigerator, and turn it into a lookalike of any given person. He can freely and remotely control his lookalikes by using a laptop.
So he makes clones? Digital clones?
What?
So he basically can make little digital clones.
Yeah, well, not digital. They're physical. He turns like a desk into a person, basically.
But he said he controls it with his laptop.
Yeah. So they're like little drones for him, basically.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting to see.
And his character design leaves a little to be desired.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look like he's going to be a fighter type character, so it kind of makes sense that he's just kind of like a backstage kind of guy, you know? So I think he'll be a pretty big villain, though, because the ability to take or create, who knows how much the copies will be able to do, but if he can create like a Deku copy that has the abilities of Deku, that could be kind of, powerful.
Yeah, that's interesting when you put it that way.
Well, because everybody has quirks. So, and the whole thing with the Meta Liberation Army is they want to, for people who have quirks to be able to use them freely and whenever they want to. So it goes kind of against the hero code. You know what I mean? Where you should only use your quirk to like help others. All right, so here we got some. We got Demon Slayer 2 poster art for our Demon Slayer Season 2 poster art. So we got Tenjin, which is the guy that Gil said will be the Hashira that is the main, focus of the season, or we'll be getting a little bit more of his backstory. And then here on this left side of the picture, you see a bunch of females who look like they are maybe ninjas or some type of demon slayer.
Assassin or something, yeah.
Maybe. And they all kind of almost look like, Nezuko. They almost kind of have Nezuko style going on. So who knows? They could be a team of like demons. We don't know because the girl in the background kind of looks like she might be a demon. She looks like she could be one of the upper 10 or something, looking by the thing in her eye. Because if you've noticed, a lot of them have the eye symbols for their rank in the upper 10.
Excuse me.
I know you remember that from the anime, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, so look forward to that. So a little bit more story reveal there. And here we go. We got God of Destruction formed Vegeta from the manga.
I just got to say, I broke this to the Geek Out show, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, nice. I just started following that Twitter page, too, after seeing this.
I know nothing about it, but...
the only thing I know is that Vegeta has been training with Beerus, who is the God of Destruction. So this is his God of Destruction form.
That's the cat one, right?
Yeah, the Beerus is the Dr. Evil hairless cat, yeah.
He does look like Dr. Evil's cat.
So Beerus has been training with Vegeta, or Vegeta's been training with Beerus, and Goku's been training with Whis. And Whis is like a time traveler type of dude. So Whis has time traveling powers, and Beerus has God of Destruction powers. So obviously Vegeta's going down the path of destruction, and Goku's going down the path of a time traveling omnipotent badass, like always. So yeah, this is just kind of picture of things to come, I guess.
I guess I can't really tell what's different about him.
I was having a hard time too. The one thing I do notice though is the heavy brow, which is kind of like in the heavy brow kind of comes from like SSJ3 Goku. SSJ3 Goku kind of gets that really heavy dominant eyebrow, kind of what's going on here with.
But he has no eyebrows, actually, right?
No, well, I guess it depends how you look at it. Yeah, so he just got a really large brow. So it's what it is.
His forehead.
He's turning into a Neanderthal basically, but that means more strength. So yeah, that's it for anime news this week, though. So thanks for breaking some news here. We might be breaking some big news this week. We'll have to wait and see till next week when things actually get revealed and things. But
for sure,
I think we might have broke some big news stories there.
Breaking news.
All right. So did you play any video games this week?
I was camping.
All right. Well, I have been playing some video games. I'm getting much closer to getting my Rick skin in Fortnite. I only have like 2 pages left before I can get him. So I just got to grind it out or pay some money to buy those extra levels. Buying those extra levels is looking increasingly like a good thing to do. And as far as Final Fantasy VII, the remake, I have just taken down the second Mako reactor. I like to call it Mako. In the game, they call it Mako, but I call it Mako. So they just took down the second Mako reactor. I just took down the second Mako reactor. Had to fight the Airbuster. So that was a pain in the fucking ass. Got my first game over. Got my ass beat hella hard. Had to come back and kind of strategize just a little differently. Do things a little differently. Switch my team strategy up just a tad bit. And I was able to knock out the Airbuster just barely. Just barely. He still did some major damage to me. I fucking love the Final Fantasy VII remake. It's on the PlayStation. I think only. It might be on Xbox. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's
probably
PlayStation.
Probably just PlayStation.
It'll probably be Xbox eventually, but it's a really great game. Like I said last time, it's just enough of what it was and just enough new to make it really good, like really fresh and feel like you're playing a brand new game. Other than that, that was all I've been playing. I've been actually playing a lot of video games though. Like my back, I was dealing with some kind of back issue recently. Like since last Sunday, I woke up and my back was just hurting, dude. Like I kept getting a throbbing pain in my like mid lower back, and went to work. Kind of just dealt with it. That's kind of how I do it. Just kind of deal with it. it kept going for a couple more days, so I was getting kind of worried. I scheduled an appointment, and then last 2 days it kind of went away. So I was sitting on my ass playing a lot of video games on my 2 days off. Let me just say that.
Rightfully so.
A good day to catch up.
For sure.
All right, let's go ahead and move on into video game news. And there's not much to talk about on the home front for video games.
And we just had E3, you know.
Yeah, E3 just ended, so pretty much all the big reveals were done right then. We probably won't get any more reveals for the next month or two. But here's some stuff that we weren't able to show you on the last few Geek Out shows, either because we didn't have them prepped or we were getting trademark kind of issues there. So here we have all the different types of promo Pikachus that I think are going to be released again up in this new set that Gil was talking about a couple of weeks ago. So here we see, this is the one I remember. This Pikachu right here was like one of the first promo Pikachus I remember. And there was a difference whether he had the red cheeks or no red cheeks. So you have the red cheek. That was like, a certain level rare, but then you had the one without the red. It was all yellow right there. And that was like another level rarity. So that's one of the few things I remember about playing Pokemon cards back in the day. But you can look for these promo cards in the latest set that's being released. Let's go through. Here's some pictures of those packs that we weren't able to show the last couple times. They didn't have pack images yet. But this is for celebrations, for the Pokemon celebrations for the 25th anniversary. And these are the sets that those Pikachus are going to be coming in, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So those Pikachus are probably going to be, those high-priced items that you're going to be looking for.
So we got what I was looking for sure.
We got one set featuring Lance's Charizard. We got another set featuring Dark Sylveon. We got a set featuring Dragapult Prime, and a set featuring Zacian. So that's that. Let's see what else Pokemon stuff we got going on here. I know it's jam-packed with Pokemon for Gil. All right. Here's the Pikachu set from Celebrations. So you get that VMAX Pikachu that we were talking about.
So is this going to come with an action figure or a statue of some sort?
Yeah, premium figure collection. Yeah, so you are getting a figure right there, that big fat Pikachu on the clouds.
Big fat Pikachu.
And what the hell is this? This red rocket going across the screen? That's
his red rocket.
Pikachu has a red rocket.
Well, if you look at the side art, it's probably one of his moves.
It's when he VMAXes. Oh, it's just the thing that floats above their head when they're VMAXed, I think. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Let's just call it Pikachu's red rocket from now on. Yeah. All right, and then we have the second set. This is the Pikachu V Union set where you get that 4-card Pikachu V Union card. I love this derpy-looking Pikachu right here. I don't know, but this is just like too much now. I don't know. I feel like it's reaching a whole new level of like ridiculousness.
It is. It's very aware of itself.
All right. Well, that's all for video game news. There wasn't much this week, unfortunately. Did you get a chance to watch anything at all, Jade?
So I didn't watch the season finale of Loki. I told you last week I did watch Black Widow. I'm almost done with Sweet Tooth, and I am caught up on Bad Batch. But other than that, nothing.
Did you watch episode 5 of Loki?
That's not the finale, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. I talked about it last time.
Okay. Well, I finally finished that one up. That was a great episode. It was. I saw what you meant about classic Loki stealing the show, making those badass illusions.
Richard E. Grant. Great.
Basically showing Loki and Sylvie the amount of power that they could have. Like Sylvie says, "How did he do that?" And Loki's like, "Maybe we're stronger than we think we are." And then it leads into this it's craziness. Man.
Yeah.
The next episode, I've already watched like more than half of the episode, and I gotta say, it's very conversation heavy. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of back and forth.
But Loki's good at.
Oh yeah, it's actually not Loki doing much of the talking here. So be ready for some big surprises in episode 6. And be ready for the start of something new after this. So that's all I guess.
One thing that I thought was a cool takeaway from this is that they went ahead and announced during the finale that season 2 is going to come out of this.
We did get a season 2 announcement, and we'll go deeper into that in entertainment news. But Anything stand out to you in the last few episodes? Anything you see coming?
Like, I talked about episode 5 last time, so I think I've said everything I need to say about that. I loved it. I think all the Lokis were great. They stole the show. Richard E. Grant totally stole the show.
All right. Well, let's move into entertainment news then, because I basically watched the same thing as you. I watched Loki. I did watch Black Widow. Let's talk about Black Widow really quick before we get into the actual
For
news.
sure. I know they're doing a peanut gallery on it, but just real quick.
But I wasn't part of it, so I'm a little salty. So let's give our own little peanut gallery here.
I'm never invited, so I'm not worried about it.
Well, you dropped out of it, so that's your fault. But anyways, go ahead. What do you think of Black Widow? What's your
first time in the theaters for me in the last 2 years? Last one I saw was Spider-Man: Far From Home. It was the last time I went from what was the second one? Homecoming. Yeah. Last time I went to theaters was for Homecoming.
No, it was Far From Home. Homecoming was the first one.
Yeah, you're right.
Had about
I thought it was great. I think it's a great way to tell Natasha's story without having it be present. I like the Taskmaster reveal. I really do. I know a lot of people shit on that. Every time something changes in the MCU or like any movie for that was my favorite character. Okay, not everyone's favorite character is fucking Taskmaster. I can guarantee you that.
No, yeah. I am a big Taskmaster fan because Deadpool and Taskmaster have a very long rivalry. So that's what spurs my love for Taskmaster is the fact that him and Deadpool have always gone back and forth. So I am a big Taskmaster fan.
I like this twist personally.
If they hadn't already done it before to us, I would have liked it a lot better. I saw it coming from like the moment we found out what Natasha did. The moment we found out,
did you know it was his daughter?
Okay, from the start, I knew it was going to be the reveal was going to be what it was, that it was a woman. I did not know it was going to be his daughter specifically, but once I found out that Natasha killed his daughter, I knew it was going to be his daughter.
So I never knew
a remnant of her
until the reveal, but I thought that was a very clever twist.
The way they were putting the USBs in the back of the head and stuff like that, that's what made me believe that, okay, this is probably whatever's left of his daughter. Because I figured there was only like a brain and like, some things left of her. Like it was a RoboCop type of deal. I thought she was going to be like 100% robot.
Yeah.
Like 10% human.
Florence Pugh and David Harbour steal the show here.
I was going to say that. This is not a Black Widow movie. This is an everybody but Black Widow movie, in my opinion.
But a very redeeming, like Natasha Romanoff gets like her, like she's totally redeemed here. I think she can, I think it just leads more gravity to her death in Endgame. She's able to die happy.
If we had gotten this before Endgame, I feel like it would have hit so much harder. If we had known what she was giving up in Endgame, like we didn't know about her family. So when she makes her sacrifice in Endgame, there's a lot that's missing there.
For sure.
Imagine if we seen Black Widow before Endgame. It would have hit so much harder knowing that she had a sister, a dad, a mom, possibly. Like obviously not a mom and dad for reals, but people who cared for her like a mother and a father who brought her up. If we knew she had all that to give up, like when she made her sacrifice in Endgame, all we knew about her was she was like an orphan, and the only person she really cared about was the Avengers. So, it would have hit a little harder.
Obviously, suffered from that, but overall, I thought the movie was great, man. Like I really liked it. So, my assessment last time we talked was a James Bond movie wrapped in Marvel wrapping paper, and is Winter Soldier on steroids. Would you agree with that?
I didn't get what you said when I didn't really grasp what you meant when you said Winter Soldier on steroids, but then when I saw the action sequences in this movie, it was like, okay, I get it. The whole avalanche scene was fucking insane, and it was so fun though. It was fun. Like instead of being like a really tense, like, oh my god, are they gonna make it out scene? It was like hella fun because Yelena's like this would be an awesome way to die. You know what I mean? Like, she's like so much like David Harbour in this movie. Like, her and Red Guardian like reflect each other so much. They're both like so similar, and
you can tell they were close.
Their interactions were so good. I literally had to. I was like, I really had to like suck it up a couple times there towards the end, and like, oh man.
It was good, man. I definitely like the end credit scene. The end credit scene, I like that we're going right into Hawkeye. Hawkeye's the reason Natasha's dead, and Yelena's not happy about it.
I thought that was a little weird motivation for Val to use, but I get where it's coming from, and now it makes it stronger because we see how much she cares for her sister. I think they should have built up the Val character more, though. She doesn't have any kind of, like, she's not imposing to me. She doesn't come off like an Amanda Waller style character.
Remember, this was supposed to be revealed before her Captain America.
Yeah, I know, exactly, yeah. And I still don't think it would have like helped.
Not yet, but it's getting there, right? It's like she's the Sam Jackson,
but like for villains,
but for the Thunderbolts, essentially.
Yeah. Do you really think this is going to lead to the Thunderbolts? I'm a little skeptical.
She's building a team for sure.
I don't know. I think we need more of an Amanda Waller type character. Like, I think the Suicide Squad's Amanda Waller plays a much better version of Val than Val is. You know what I mean? I think she plays that character way better.
For sure.
But yeah. So what do you rate the movie? What would you say your rating for the movie is?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with my day one rating. I rated it at the credits 9 out of 10.
I'm going to go right there with you, honestly. I'm going to say about like an 8.5 to a 9 for me. I think the delayed release of the movie hurt it. I think if it had been released when it was supposed to be released, it would have hit way harder. I think if they released it mid-pandemic, it would have done amazing on Disney+, honestly. I think they could have probably made more than what they made at the box office. They could have charged more, first of all.
I think if they would have just got off the pot and just immediately did that. Yeah. Like as soon as theaters were closed for 6 months, like, all right, we're dropping it.
Yeah, they should have done that. They should have been the savior of the theaters, but instead they sat back and let everybody else take control. And I think it went to the detriment of Black Widow, which sucks for Scarlett Johansson because this movie is a fucking amazing movie. There's no reason why it should be doing this bad at the box office. It should be killing it.
It's not doing bad. It's actually doing fantastic.
But compared to most Marvel movies,
you got to remember we're coming off a COVID year.
That's what I'm saying. It sucks that it has to be that way because this movie should have killed it. Like, should have outright killed it.
For sure.
It should have been the next Endgame, basically, in my opinion. All right, let's move on to some entertainment news, though, before I get angry.
You're going to turn into the Red Hulk over here.
I am ready for the Red Hulk, though. I am ready for that. I'm so ready.
So we're going to breeze through this. So The Rock teased some on-set photos of him donning the Black Adam suit. There's not a lot going on here. It's a behind-the-shoulder shot in very Zack Snyder-esque black and white.
It is dope, though. Look at all these different runes and things in the suit. It's not just like
a black spandex.
A random pattern either. Yeah. It's not just a random pattern either, like I originally thought it was. Because with the Shazam suits, they're all just kind of like the same pattern. This actually has like runes and glyphs and like weird shit going on here.
It definitely looks cool, but not a whole lot here. I know they're wrapping it up, though.
Looks just like a Zack Snyder set, though. We have one more photo. Let me just really quick cut through to it. Oh, man, there's something weird looking about his skin. Is it just me?
Your boy's ripped.
Okay, I see he's ripped, but it also looks like there's something else going on with his skin. Like, I don't know if it's whoever did the picture. They turned the saturation up way too high. It made him look like he has some kind of skin disease going on. But, yeah, he is. I mean, he's always in the best shape. I mean, what do you expect? It's The Rock. And is that like a grenade in your pocket, or you just happy to see me, Rock? What's going on? All right. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Stop looking at the Rock's rock.
Let's breeze through really quick. All right, here we go. Let's sorry, I had it. Gil has this shit out of order here, so let me see. All right, here we go. In 1 month.
Something Gil's very excited about. Season 8, the final season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, will premiere on NBC in 1 month.
There you go, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, featuring Andy Samberg.
Never seen it.
I watched the part of the first season. It was funny. I really like the cast of characters. You know, you got a great cast of characters here. They're all like pretty decent comedians
Now,
themselves, especially this guy here.
Was this on Fox at some point?
It was on Fox when it first started out, and then
So NBC picked it up. Oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, NBC took it over. So it must not have been doing too well on Fox, but
Fox canceled. I mean, for probably our entire lives, Fox cancels everything prematurely.
Well, also, this isn't really the Fox style of comedy. I think it fits better on NBC, where they had like The Office and Community, things like that. It's more of that type of humor.
For sure.
It is worth checking out, though, if you want a good laugh. It's a very funny show. All right, what's this all about?
So we get Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, meeting his first MCU character, and it's Korg, and they're basically doing a reaction video to the new Ryan Reynolds movie Free Guy trailer.
Oh, okay, so it's a little cross promotion here, huh?
Yeah, it's good because Taika Waititi is also in that movie. He plays like the main villain, and obviously Ryan Reynolds plays the good guy in that. So it was very cool to see this. I would recommend going over to YouTube and watching that.
So big question here. Is the movie that Ryan Reynolds is promoting, is it a Sony movie or is it a Disney movie?
I can't remember. I don't think it would be Sony. It would be Fox, if anything.
Well, you know, whoever owns the rights to Deadpool. That's what I mean.
I honestly can't remember, but I mean, they make Disney Plus jokes, they make MCU jokes. Like it's very, very aware of itself. This was the buddy cop movie I didn't know I needed.
So there is somewhere we can watch this little reaction.
Yeah, just go over to YouTube and watch it. It's Deadpool's reactions or something.
That's something I guess I didn't catch, but man, I want to see that now.
Yeah, it's funny. It's good.
Those two together can only be pure magic. All right. This is something very subtle, but it could have some pretty big implications. You want to take a shot at that one?
Yeah, Gil shared this with us. The actor Makad Brooks went ahead and changed his Instagram or Twitter avatar to a Green Lantern. So, is he going to be Jon Stewart in the HBO series? It's yet to be seen, but that's kind of where everyone's leaning right now.
Yeah, I mean, will he? Won't he?
Is he? Is anybody? Role? Is you know what I mean?
Does anybody even know anything about this series as of now? Like, is there any pertinent?
I don't think we know anything about the DC universe right now.
I don't think the DC universe knows anything about the DC universe, but I did hear something good about Suicide Squad. I heard that it is very, if not a good movie, the characters are really damn good, and it really makes you love the characters from what I've heard. So I'm really excited for that now. That little preview I got me very excited. All right, so we talked about this last week, so we're just going to go really quick. This is just like a little, you can see the people who are behind the Something is Killing the Children Netflix series that's being adapted from Boom Studios. So you got Trevor Macy here and Mike Flanagan. Now, Mike Flanagan, I talked a big deal about him last week. He has some really big background in horror, horror chops going on. So he'll be the man to really take this series in the right direction, I think.
Now, it was only ordered for a pilot from Netflix, not an entire season. So,
it's not the type of show that you want to get canceled after one season. So let's just hope it does well.
Yeah.
All right.
So what you're referring to, this was spoiled for me. It's not really a big spoiler, but if you are into that kind of thing, just go away, go home. Bye. We'll see you next week. Loki season 2 is going to happen. So there's a lot of rumors into why this is the case. Obviously, they started during COVID. They ended up having to stop, so they only released basically half a season. But I think this is perfect. This is a good way to do it.
Okay, so do you think that whole thing is true, that they only released half the season?
Whether it is or isn't, I think doesn't matter.
I guess I'll have to finish the finale and really be able to tell you whether that seems likely or not. But like where it's going right now, they could have wrapped it up in 6.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes, though, because this has big implications for the future of the Marvel Universe. All right, well, sorry, but this is like a little screen. Sorry to kind of spoil some things for you here, J. Rue, but this is a little screen share from the last episode of Loki, and as you can see here.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let you talk about this. I'm just gonna step away for a minute because I am gonna watch it after this episode.
You're all good. I actually did not see this in the episode I watched, so it's either at the very end or it just didn't happen, and this is like a deleted scene or something. But here we see our boy Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror in the actual Kang the Conqueror garb. As you can see, you can just imagine it all painted up. And at the end of the episode, or mid-episode season or episode 6, we do get to see Jonathan Majors taking his role as the One Who Remains, and basically he's Kang the Conqueror. So giant spoilers there, and for anybody who didn't watch, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna probably drop this episode tomorrow. So here's a Boss Logic kind of concept art style of what he'll look like all done up as Kang the Conqueror when he's actually in his whole armor and ready to go battle the Avengers. And that's pretty much it for news. So hopefully J-Roo here will come back once I go to this screen here. Maybe he'll see that I'm back.
I'm back to a shirtless Rock, so it came in just the right time.
Good job. I did it right then. All right. So that was it for entertainment news, and that ends this night's podcast.
Hey, we did 2 of them. I think we're on to something here.
Hey, we're doing pretty good. We actually hit our normal time here, so we didn't shorten it up this episode. Sorry, Jake. There's a lot of collectibles, man. There's a lot of collectibles.
So I think next week we'll probably be doing all Comic-Con stuff.
Strictly, we'll talk about Mezco. We'll talk about MezcoCon. We'll talk about PulseCon. We'll talk about MondoCon, apparently NECACon. Yeah, we'll have a whole list of shit to go through. So, yeah, just be ready for that. Get your wallets ready. Start selling figures now before, the new versions revealed.
So here's the thing. Next week, everyone will, the Instagram, Mercari, everything will be flooded with figures. So sell your figures now.
And if you're looking for some good deals, be ready because they're coming.
It's a good time to scoop.
Yep, good time to scoop up on those figures you've been looking for. I'm going to probably have a whole box of Marvel Legends and some other shit that I'm going to be selling, some Mezco soon. So if you're looking for some Black Skull Brigade figures or maybe some Mezco Batman figures, let me know because I'm going to have a few of those for sale for sure.
Where can they let you know?
You know where to find me, Major Reaction _IG on Instagram. You guys can find me on TikTok now, Major Reaction, one word. Find me on YouTube at Major Reaction. Go watch our live videos over there that we've done in the past before we started out our Geek Out Network, which is where you will find the live video of this podcast and the last 2 podcasts that we've done. We've recorded them all video for you, put them up on YouTube for you. Go check out the Geek Out Network on YouTube, not the Geek Out Show, the Geek Out Network. You put that in, you'll find probably our top 10 video. Our top 10 figures of 2021 so far. That's our biggest video so far. So go find us, finding that video. Use that video to find us here. I am Major Reaction, and I got my co-host over here, J-Roo Toys. Where can we find you?
You can find me at J-Roo Toys on Instagram, every week on the Geek Out Show. Shout out to Hive Comics in Odessa, Texas. And shout out to my buddy Heath over at the Cannon Cantina, where we talk all things Star Wars and talk about mowing our lawns. And that's pretty much what we do over there.
By the way, I switched it up mid-cast, and I got another Loganator Spear, the Super Cluster.
There you go. Well, cheers, bud.
Hey, cheers to you.
Till next time.
Stay geeked up and geek out.